White Sox 1-10 in their last 11 at their Metrodome. Bottom 9. Twins down 8-5. Bobby Jenks in to close it out. Joe Creedy. It goes under. Gordon Beckham beating 5-hole. Come on, Dorn. Cristobal UA. Michael Kadire to third. Creedy to second. Next batter, Brian Busher. That's Bush. That's Bush League. He's hits and the bases are loaded. Ozzie. The winning runs at the plate. Jose Morales. Up the middle it goes. Kadire, Tolbert score 8-7. Dinar Span is now your batter. First and second, one out. Mahler's coming up. Just don't hit into a double. Ow. White Sox hold on to win 8-7. They end their 5-game losing streak against the Twins in the Dome.
Tigers looking to maintain their 3.5-game lead now over the White Sox. With that White Sox win, they have to get a W facing Travis Hafner. 306 batting average, 9 home runs, 77 RBI with the bases loaded in his career. Ryan Rayburn can't make the catch, and 2 come in. And the Indians up 3-2 in the fourth. Key play here. Rayburn strikes out swing. Cleet Thomas attempting to steal. Smart move. Luis Valbuena throws the third to catch Marcus Timms in a pickle. He's tagged out by Victor Martinez. That was key. Here's why. In the ninth, 1 on. Indians up 5-2. Miguel Cabrera against Kerry Wood. And he destroys this. Cabrera's 18th of the year. 12 home runs in 32 games against the Indians. Cabrera. Tigers within 1. 2 outs, Rayburn, Chopper, Asdrubal Cabrera. He was also 3 for 5. Woods gets his 12th save, and the Indians win 5-4. Could become the first pitcher to 12 wins this season.
I don't believe it.
Jason Marquis hasn't allowed a run in the past 18 innings. Ryan Church making his Brave debut. He went 0 for 4, and Brian McCann has to stay on third here in the second after the ground out by Church. So the streak's still alive. Next batter, Brooks Conrad to first. Todd Helton boots it, attempts to recover. The throw to Marquis, off. And, he can't believe it. So Marquis' streak is over as the Braves take a 1-0 lead. Marquis, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs. In the 7th, Rockies down 4-2. Dexter Fowler. Whoa! That ball's going somewhere else. Peter Moylan's pitch hitting McCann's mask. It hits his glove first and then just takes a wicked turn. Seth Smith comes in. 4-3 Braves. Rafael Soriano in the 9th. The last of 5 pitchers for the Braves. Gets his 12th save. Braves win 4-3.
Johan Santana pitching for the Mets. Jeff Francoeur making his Met debut. That is Johnny Cueto. That's what he did against the Phillies last time out. 9 earned in 2/3. In trouble already in the first. And here's trouble for the Reds. Jay Bruce awkwardly. You see that wrist bend backwards. For now, right now, they're saying a fractured right wrist. We'll know more probably on Sunday. He could be out for some time. There's Francoeur. First at bat as a Met. Hit it about 150 feet. But it's good enough for 2 RBIs. Francoeur 2 for 4 with those 2 RBIs in his Met debut. Meanwhile, Johan Santana had his A game. Johnny Gomes, Cueto, and you want to see a world-class changeup. Watch this one to Phillips. This is a 3-2 pitch. It's a real good hitter. That is perfect. Santana, 7 innings, no earned. He's won 10 games. Mets have got 8 straight games without a home run.
Watching in the Keystone State rivalry. 2 outs and Garrett Jones in the first. That's out in a hurry. 2nd home run in 2 days. Cole Hamels really struggling. Later in the inning, Delvin Young. 2-run blast. Hamels gave up 7 hits, all extra base hits, 5 earned runs in 6 innings. 3-0 Pirates next inning. Andrew McCutchen adding to the lead. 2-run shot. 5-0 Pirates now. Philly in a jam, but you're at the bank, so anything can happen. In the 7th, Phillies down 7-3. All-star Shane Victorino, shallow left. Former All-Star Jack Wilson looking like one and playing like one. What a grab and doubling up Jimmy Rollins. Wow, one more look. This was the play of the night for the Pirates, no doubt about it. Wilson also went 1 for 4 as they get Rollins. In the 9th, though, drama. Phillies down 7-3. Matt Stairs. Is there any doubt when he gets a hold of one? Not been this one. Matt Capps, a victim of circumstance. Ring the Liberty Bell. Stairs 4th of the season. 7-4 Pirates. Later, runners on the corners. Time to eat for the big man.
The 1-0. Here's the pitch. Howard swings, hits one high in the air to left center field. Jones on the run in the alley, and this ball is going to be gone. Game tied. 3-1.
second home run for Ryan Howard, tying the game up. Next batter, Raul Banez. First game off the DL. He had 2 doubles, so he's on base. Later in the inning, bases loaded for Paul Bacco. Yeah, Paul Bacco finds the hole on the left side. Second career walk-off hit. Phillies come back to win 8-7, scoring 5 in the 9th. Charlie, tell it like it is.
Jays, Orioles, Rich Hill on the hill. Vernon Wells takes the breaking ball deep. Luke Scott. Yes. Scott looks like he robs a home run. Bottom 11 now. Blue Jays threatening. Top of the 11th. Runners on first and third. Mora off his chest. Makes the throw over. Barajas inning over. Then bottom 12. Mora at the dish. Off Jesse Carlson. His second career walk-off. Toronto's lost 7 of 9, 11 of 14. Ricky Romero pitched very well, but nothing doing there.
For his first win as a Red Sox facing the Royals, getting some help from Big Papi. Already 7-0 in the 4th, and Papi finding the seats in right. 3rd home run in 4 games. 10 of his 12 home runs coming at Fenway Park. 9-0 Red Sox. Big lead. Smoltz getting Billy Butler to ground out. Smoltz leaving 5 innings, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. Big lead. Big lead. But let's go back. Time machine. June 30th. Big lead, goodbye. Red Sox Orioles, Nick Markakis, 2-run double, giving the O's the 11-10 lead, and the opportunity for Smoltz to pick up his first win as a member of the Red Sox. Bye-bye. Boston, they have the best bullpen in the American League. 9-1 in the 6th. Mike Jacobs does not care about the stats. Justin Masterson to right. 12th of the year for Jacobs. Royals down 9-3. Boston, best BP in the American League. Jose Guillen over the Green Monster. It's now a 2-run game. Everybody's starting to sweat. Even Tito, Terry Francona, he can't be happy. Daniel Bard coming in, and this guy's got some nasty stuff. Bard said 7 or 8 years ago he wouldn't believe that he'd help Smoltz win. He called it awesome. This is how you get out of a jam. Getting some help and then covering first. Bottom of the 8th now, 12-9 Red Sox. Kevin Youkilis already went yard. How about the second time? 7th career multi-home run game. 16th of the year. Red Sox win 15-9 for John Smoltz. First win in 15 after 6 innings. One went down Friday night with Jonathan Sanchez against the Padres. It's time for Matt Cain in the first. Tony Gwynn ends it all. First hit for San Diego. In the second, scoreless. One on for pitcher Tim Stauffer. Liner back to Cain. Hits his pitching arm, of course. One more look. Looks like it's on the elbow. Cain now would try the warm-up pitch. Oh, no, that's not good. X-ray showed no serious damage. Bruise on his right arm. Meanwhile, Stauffer rolling.
Guess what Stauffer has? What's that? A perfect game. He's got a perfect game through 3 1/3. He's retired the first 10 men that he has faced tonight.
Guess what happens? The Giants announcers putting on that jinx. 2 pitches later, Randy Wynn, Piper, Krukow. Yeah, there it is. Goodbye. Perfect game. Goodbye, no-hitter. Stauffer was the 4th overall pick in 2003. Next batter, Kung Fu Panda time. Skadoosh. Pablo Sandoval. 2-run blast, his 15th of the season. The Giants go on the win, 2-1.
In Milwaukee against the Brewers, who have not been playing very good baseball. That's Jeff Weaver, 5th start of the season, also 10 relief appearances. Braun, the shortstop for call home, but beats Russell Martin 5-hole. And Craig Counsell, who was in a pickle, scores 1-0 Brewers to the 4th. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. Pitcher Mike Burns takes the Weaver pitch down the left field line. J.J. Hardy scores. Now Burns going for 2. Manny! The throw accurately thrown. Burns is out. There's Manny. Nice slotting backhand play. And he gets up, settles himself. The hat was on. Now the hat's off. Not sure what happened there. Gun in the holster. Manny 1 for 4 in the game at the dish. For call with his team down 4-0. It's a 2-run homer, and it's 4-2. Next batter, Andre Ethier. You go back, Jack. Do it again. Change up, gone. 18th of the year for Ethier. It's a 1-run game. Top of 8. Big spot, big spot. Todd Coffey against Manny Ramirez in a 1-run game. Nice slide piece there. Brewers go on to win. Trevor Hoffman good in this one. Dodgers 5-3 since Manny came back.
Pretty good job, right? Staying with the Weaver family, Jared Weaver on the bump for the Angels as they took on the Yankees. Alex Rodriguez in the first does not care for the Weaver family. His 16th of the season, Yankees up 2-0. You know, the Yankees blew a 4-run lead on Friday. And they were up 4-1 in the 5th. Oh, boy. Brandon Wood recalled from Salt Lake on Friday, his first home run of the season. Angels within 1. Then former Yankee Bobby Abreu goes to left. Sean Figgins comes in. Eric Ibar is safe at third. Abreu with 3 RBI in this one. We're tied at 4. This game looking like Fridays. Joe Girardi out. Andy Pettit done. He hit 4 1/3, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, and a K. David Robertson in, and he couldn't stop the bleeding. Mike Napoli stays in the yard, still doing the damage. The double brings in Abreu and Ibar, part of a 7-run 5th inning, and they're doing it without Hunter and Guerrero. Bottom of the 6th now. The Angels, they're batting .282, tops in the majors, because everybody can hit. Eric Ibar, stand-up triple, his 3rd of the season. He was a home run short of the cycle. It's now 9-4 Angels. In the 8th now, Alex Rodriguez, the bright spot. First multi-home run game this season. He has 5 home runs in July. He had 5 all of June. Rodriguez passing Rafael Palmeiro on the all-time home run list, now at 10th with 570 jacks. Next batter, Hideki Matsui at the dish, and we have liftoff. Solo blast number 14 on the year. It's now a 2-run game. Later in the 8th, tying run at the plate, it's Eric Hinsky. He had 2 home runs in this one, but Howie Kendrick is there with a nice grab. The Angels put up a season-high 14 to win 14-8, 5th time in 55 years. Time for some top plays.
It says Kevin next to the...
And I will take it.
You have to...
Summer League ball, halftime. This kid's got serious range.
Sparky!
No, this is not the college 3.
Yeah.
How about the NBA 3?
He's got goggles on.
No, that helps. Bert Rambis is smiling.
We make the natural transition from Sparky basketball to UFC 100. Dan Henderson, look at him go. Oh, my goodness. Knocking out Michael Bisping. He's out now. And then he's out again there. And then he's really out there. Oh, that's good entertainment on the weekend.
Royals, Red Sox, number 8. Bases loaded, Ryan Friel. Don't test it. Don't test J.D. Drew's arm. Miguel Olivo does.
That's a force out.
Yes, it is. A great throw by Drew. Red Sox would win 13-9. How rare is that?
It's very rare, yeah. That's the old 9-2. All right, meanwhile, more Summer League action. Look at Darren Washington. Beautiful rejection. Pistons won.
Monet Cherry with the long strike at number 6. In the Gold Cup, the U.S. and Haiti. This one would be a 2-2 tie, of course, and more from this coming up.
Number 5, Nats Astros, Felipe Paulino off the pitcher's leg, Alberto Gonzalez. Beautiful. Quickie in this release. More from this one later between the Nats and the Astros.
Defense, Marlins D-back, Steven Drew, grounder to second. Dan Uggla, great stop. Hanley Ramirez barely catches the ball. Yeah, snow cone there. The D-backs would win 5-1.
All right, number 3, USA, Haiti. Stoppage time. Stuart Holden with a wonderful strike. Oh, it knuckles it inside the post. Tie.
Number 2, Miguel Tejada to left center. Niger Morgan would not be denied. Beautiful and laying out. They're going to love him in Washington. Yep. Nationals win 13-2.
Here's the best play. I love Jack.
Fly ball, shallow left.
Oh, my goodness, Jack Wilson. He might turn. Oh, he did. Oh, my goodness.
Look at this man play. Not just an amazing 1-out, but he turns it into 2. Phenomenal.